So recent studies have shown that Nigeria ranks number 5 in the whole world in cybercrime activities, and this is raising a major concern. Firstly, about how the world, how the global international space views Nigeria, and how this is also affecting the economy of the country internally. What are the solutions? What is the country, what is the government doing about tackling this? How can we protect ourselves against cybercrime activities? This is what my conversation will be about today. Thank you for joining me again on what promises to be a very exciting and enlightening episode of Viewer Exclusive here on Viewer Television. My name is Chinonso Chekwes, and you'll be meeting my guest as we'll go straight into the conversation right after the break. Many thanks for joining me again. This is Viewer Exclusive here on Viewer Television. In my introduction, I told you we'll be talking about cybercrime activities in Nigeria, and especially how you can protect yourself against this heinous activities. My guest today is Dr. Elisha Bello. He's an expert in counterterrorism and de-radicalization. Thank you so much for joining me today on Exclusive.
Thank you for having me, Nanso, and good day, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Glad to be here.
Thank you very much for always coming through. Let me ask a question on I'm very concerned about the de-radicalization before we go into the conversation today. What does that mean? You're de-radicalizing?
So it's a process of de-radicalizing people who the ideology of being in terrorism activities has gone extreme. So the modern approach is to de-radicalize people through behavioral change and other science approach that will make people, especially young people who get involved, recruited into doing all sorts of criminal activities that transform into terrorism nationwide or globally. The modern approach is to integrate de-radicalization. Mind you, before now, if it is just talking about the counterterrorism, is just to use some rudiment method, which is well known to a lot of experts in the security industry. But the radicalization aspect is a new thing and a new phase that is helping in changing the behavioral mindset by eliminating the bad ideology that led to so many people to get involved in terrorism.
So you like take them through a process of reorientating their minds.
Yes.
And just briefly again, how has been the reception? Do they do this willfully, or are they put under compulsion to?
There are some procedures followed, and if you follow those patterns, I don't think we have much time on this moments to talk about it, but I believe there are a lot of procedures to follow. There are thousands of those who happens to be involved or associated with these terrorists, and they have recruited them. The recruitment sometimes is unwillingly to them, and by force they join, and they are willing to come back and reunite and reintegrate better into the society. So the radicalization process is what will help in terms of giving them a safer space to be able to talk about their experiences, and also have the assurance of that nothing will happen to them even if they decided to get radicalized, so de-radicalize and also reintegrate and become better version of themselves in the society.
So I hope we're seeing positive results in that regard.
Sure.
All right, so let's move straight into the conversation of today. We're talking cyber crimes and looking at how we can protect ourselves and what is going on in that space. First of all, let me ask. There's going to be a lot to talk about in this conversation. Let me ask, for the sake of our viewers and those who are listening to us who do not understand what cyber crimes is, briefly, just give us an overview of what cyber crimes and what these activities are.
Simple. I'll just put it in a layman terms so that everybody will understand. When we talk about cybercrime, it's any crime or any activity that has been conducted using a digital platform that is illegal, right? Okay. You chatting with your girlfriend is legal, but you chatting her mother using a pseudo account asking for money is a crime, right? Opening another account using somebody's name, pretending to get some sensitive information so that you can use it for your own benefit is also a crime. I don't want to deviate to look at the criminal offenses attached to that, but we are talking about the cyber crime in Nigeria is very high, right? And it requires you to use your mobile device or system, as the case may be, depending on what you are targeting. There are some certain things that you want to do, the mobile device will not allow you to do, except if you are using a higher version and sophisticated mobile phones that will allow you to do those things. Sometimes it may require you to use your laptops, or tablets, as the case may be. So using it illegally to defraud someone or to put someone's life in danger or to cheat someone using those platforms is what is called cybercrime.
Okay, can we say that cyberbullying is also a crime? Is it also?
Yes, of course, it falls on
cyberbullying is also
it's another new thing that has been introduced.
Okay,
cyberbullying, and there is also all these sex trafficking, online sex trafficking. There are all new things.
That definitely is a crime.
Yeah.
So you said it's very high, right? And I don't want us to just have a vague picture of what this high is. Is there any statistics, numbers to show?
I'm afraid I don't want to play with figures, but it's very high.
Okay, it's very high.
It's very high. I don't want to play with figures.
Very high that it can touch any of us.
Yes, including me. The way things are going on in the country, I bet you is very high. That everybody could be a victim as we stand right now in Nigeria. And it has nothing to do with the geopolitical zone or region, wherever your state. This can happen to you because we are talking about, as far as you're using the internet, then that means you're vulnerable.
Yeah, because you just said this can happen. It doesn't matter where you are. You're geographical. Doesn't matter where you are, where you're situated. Because that was my next question was going to be, if there's particular targets, sectors targeted, is it family based? Is it business based? Those sort of things.
I'm afraid many people give it a notion that these guys are targeted. No, they are not. Their target is money.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I know maybe attention will be, but target is everyone. I want us to set this record. Their target is everyone because they believe everyone is looking for money and everyone will have money at some point.
Yeah.
I hope you're getting me. The threshold may differ, but they believe everybody will have money. And as far as they are concerned, even the little, bring it. I hope you're getting me. It counts in their operations.
So it doesn't matter whether they see your status or not.
Exactly. They just prefer. But attention will be given to those whom they perceive this person may have more money. But the target is everyone. So let's set the record straight. Okay. So for me, if you look at it, they pay attention to where they think the money is high, but the target is everyone. I believe, if I want to give you an example, in the banks, you could see the poor, the rich, everybody is opening account. And everybody is depositing what he has.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And transacting based on his capacity. So everyone is their target. But the medium on how to operate or how to get their target is what they will be working on every day checking, okay, where do we pay attention now? So the attention could be on some certain areas where they think they can easily penetrate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to believe that Nigerians are also victims of cybercrimes, right? Even from, I'm saying this not just Nigerians victimizing Nigerians, but even externally. But for the sake of this conversation, our concern is cybercrime activities as it is coming out of this our particular crime, and that's leading me to ask you where this is most prevalent. Is it in the activities in Nigeria here, externally or internally now?
My father used to tell me that whatsoever you have internally is what will show on outside.
Yeah.
So it's as a result of the high volume of their activities that they have gotten away with it in country.
Yeah.
Domestically, they were able to operate successfully. And once they have tested that there is a success in this, nothing happened. And let's extend it out. Right? That's what happened. And one of their motivations, since we could be able to get millions of naira in Nigeria, how about if we could get lesser amount of the foreign currency to come into the country? It will boost us and give us a lot of luxury life we want to continue to do what we are doing.
So what luxury life, what do you think is leading these people into doing this? Because I know that it would take some amount of skill, some amount of intelligence for you to be able to successfully commit these crimes.
Yeah.
So what's leading somebody with such intelligence, such high IQ to get involved in this?
First of all, I will tell you environment and social orientation.
Okay.
We, over the years, I may say that the society limits social orientation based on the perception of what they see within their locality. Then the advancement of the technology comes in, and every young person just could just have money to get his mobile device, and he has access to a lot of information and get connected to some certain people that they have two different social orientation. The pressure become more, I hope you're getting me, and want to step up and meet up with those expectations because of peer pressure and the rest. So the society kills the morals, and environment also supported that, and that led to so many young people to get involved by having a lot of appetite that requires them to feed it because of the societal expectation and also the peer pressure. So that led them to start thinking on how can they get money to be able to satisfy those appetite. And the only option, since there is no job, let's start with that one. There's no job, no menial jobs to do even within the community and the society, and the number of the young people keep on increasing. Even if there are opportunities, it's gonna take a lot of time for you to be in the queue to get, and that increases. And now coming to the responsibility of the society, that's when I say society, I mean the leaders that are the custodian, also the gatekeepers of the community and the society. They'll pay less attention to the things that needs to be done to make these young people to be comfortable in the society, so that their attention will not be deviated, and also to understand that they can reduce the appetite of their life, expectation of life. The appetite kept on increasing, accumulating, and at the end of the day, they have no option looking at their age, their peers doing wonders somewhere based on the social media. So that pushed them, and they have to resort to taking that. See, we are created very intelligent. God has blessed us in Nigeria. Young people are smart, and getting the technology available, right, made them to learn things that they were not taught in schools. I bet you, if you check the background of all these guys that are into cybercrime in Nigeria, most of them do not study computer science.
Yeah.
Right. So that's to tell you, this is a self-learned skills. That's to tell you, if the society decided to equip the community, or if the community and the society decided to bring it closer to them, like a good initiative, a community initiative that will support young people to learn some skills, instead of using those knowledge negatively, they will now convert it positively. But those things were not available. I hope you're getting me. That is why it's very difficult to point at these young people to be telling them through moral installations. I'm coming, please understand me. Through moral means to tell these young people they are doing the wrong thing, because morally the society failed to provide some certain things that will make them to become morally inclined. Okay,
we're going to be talking extensively on what to do with the people who are committing these crimes, right? We're going to be talking extensively because I believe that should be the aim of this, providing solutions, because those are highly skilled individuals, right? Yes. So, but before we go on a very quick break, just like to ask, how is cybercrime activities in Nigeria affecting our economy?
It does, because it gives us a wrong name internationally, and it discourages partners to come and invest in Nigeria.
So this is also affecting investments.
Very huge. See, whether you like it or not, being targeting, all investors were likely to partner with the country and also to come in and work with the young people. But already the young people are staying. Those that they will trust them to control the activities of their investments are young people.
But foreign investors are mostly going to be working with government.
I'm not talking about the government. I'm talking about the investment.
So are we talking about investments based
on... I want to give you an example.
People looking for investors, angel investors in their business, and they don't get...
I'm talking about investment that will come and attract and increase employment. I hope you're getting me. Of course, let's say a company want to come, a AYZ company want to come to Nigeria as part of their investment, and the Nigerian government wooed them and they decided to come and establish $1 billion facility, modern facility that will require a 10,000 manpower young people. And now the young people that AYZ company want to recruit, they have been stained globally that this is what they are doing. Do you think any of these, do you think AYZ company will likely hire these people to give them some sensitive position to take care of it? No. And that sabotaged the Nigerian economy.
Yeah.
To tell you, the existing,
have any way to sieve
of course, the existing ones are still scared on how to get the young people on board because they are already staying. Internationally, they've been tagged that way.
Okay, so in layman's terms, on layman's eyes, one may say that if what this crime is bringing money into the economy, right? But after the break, you let us in on how that is also affecting the economy, because you said something about how that is not positively affecting our economy in Nigeria, whether money is coming in or not. So let's hold that thought, and we'll be right back after this short break. Join me again. Every now and then, we ask questions, try to make sense of the what, whys, and the who's around us. Every week on Viewer Exclusive, we'll ask an expert and get these questions answered about your finances, your health, politics, and lifestyle.
He tells you that something is going off.
Political seasons.
So that's the question. How do we get this to continue to happen?
Let's say putting in an interim before. That will bring a lot of confusion.
All right. Sometimes you don't know how much support you get from a friend, and it helps you with whatever situation.
Join me, Chinon Sopam, every week on Viewer Exclusive. Let's get those mind-boggling questions answered.
Viewer Exclusive, showing every week on Viewer Television.
Many thanks for staying with us. This is still Viewer Exclusive here on Viewer Television, and we're still talking about cybercrime activities in Nigeria and how to tackle this menace. Before we went to the break, I was asking you, and my producer has told us how we're short of time, so let's run through this as fast as we can.
Sure.
Yes. So monies are coming in, right?
Are you sure?
Is that? Are we sure? But we've just established that this monies come in because this young people. I hope that's not being stereotypical. That these young people need monies to fit their lifestyle, and they come and they spend these monies here in Nigeria. So explain to us what that is doing for our economy.
Some of them don't spend it here.
Okay.
Some of them, they buy stuff online so that they can destroy any evidence of traces.
Yeah.
They just got the items to come in. So tell me, how does that translate into our economy?
So you're saying that most times money doesn't actually come in?
If you check 75%, right, the money will come, but they are not spending it.
Not spent here.
Yes.
Okay.
And you know, they will tell you that the cheaper of doing the transaction with the other foreign currency. I hope you're getting it. But if we are talking about the one that they have successfully gotten illegally within the country without, I'm not talking about the foreign one, how does that improve the economy? It's still money that is within our economic cycle that they still got it illegally into their possession and still spend it. So I don't think it's helping in any way, increasing any of our economy. And the ones they got online, I bet you they don't spend it.
They don't spend it
here.
No. Because they don't want the trace.
Yes.
All right. So what is the government doing about tackling this in terms of law enforcement, in terms of arrest, in terms of rehabilitation, in terms of converting the skills of these young people? What is the government doing? Are they doing enough?
First of all, I want to commend our law enforcement agency, the great gallant people from the EFCC, FIU, coming back to NFIU, and also coming back to the Nigerian police and other law enforcement agencies that are having a mandate to combat any cybercrime and financial cybercrime related matters. I want to commend them for doing an excellent job. You can see on several occasions, every week if you check their handles, you will see they arrest thousands number of guys. That's to tell you an intelligence work effort has been put in place, which is excellent. Arraigning them into, taking them to court, which is very excellent for me, doing the right thing in a democratic setting. However, we can do more. And I said this thing in another forum, that the best way government to do this is, I want government to address this and create more of incubation centers, more of like a rehabilitation process for these guys. For instance, given an example, we're using one person as a case study, Mr. A. If your offense is you taking away or defrauding someone internationally of $200,000, and what are his specialized skills, the government should look at it and place him under rehabilitation, and using that model to be able to tax him to be able to produce something tangible that will attract international attention, using his skills positively instead of using it negatively. In a modern world and the way things are evolving right now, I don't think we should be celebrating arresting our young talent as a success story. We need to change the narrative. I want the government, while they are doing good work, as a deterrent, but still every week, what is the success story if today you will arrest thousands of young people, take them to court, send them to prison, and again other ones are still eager, daring you to do it? Don't you think it's a call for you to re-strategize and also change the entire approach and bring a very good initiative that will address the significant trend, so that a success story is that after this arrest this week, let there be a 1 year without you arresting any young man that is involved in a cyber crime as a result of the initiative.
Sorry, so that I don't lose my thoughts on what you just said now. Are we saying that other people who are going into this crime are not afraid of being arrested?
It shows clearly, if really what the arresting is to deter some of them not to do it, parading them online, shaming them so that someone outside will feel, no, I don't want me to be like this. I hope you're getting me. So I will not do. Then that means by now we should stop seeing them arresting any other person. That means it must have sent a clear message. I hope you're getting me. So that is not a deterrence. I think a proper mitigation measures, conduct an impact assessment, evaluate the previous success story as claimed. For me, I don't think I will be celebrating arresting. Well, it's a good thing. I hope you're getting me. But we should do more better. I hope you're getting me.
Than just arrest.
Yes, that's part of the initiative for the radicalization, because the mindset of these young people or those guys involved, including their international partners. I'm happy. Last week I saw how the EFCC arrested some international nationalities, people that are not from Nigeria.
Yes, that was
aiding the process, supporting them, joining and collaborating. That's to tell you Nigeria is becoming more of like a hope for this kind of stuff. If other people leave their country to come and join our people here to do this kind of crime, I don't think it's a very good image for us. And I want to commend the EFCC for that arrest. It gives us an insight to understand that there are some people behind that are also bringing their their own expertise to add to our young people's knowledge to do all this kind of stuff. So, but I'm still asking for the government and the law enforcement agency as they should bring a very good initiative, and that will really help. Let's measure the success. Let's do some impact evaluation to see, okay, from 2010 to this very moment, the success story is all into arrest. Amongst those that were convicted, are they still doing it? Let's conduct these data. The data are there and is verifiable. Yeah. Some of them still went back, I bet you. So that means to tell you that did not serve as a deterrent.
Yeah, I would have asked you to make a recommendation, but I think I would wait for a paperwork from you
to
see that, since we don't have enough time, because you feel like you've got some things worked out about how this can be combated. Yeah. We are quickly running out of time, but quickly, do we have any centers where people can report cybercrimes?
Yeah, I advise everyone should stick to their phones and go to the EFCC handle. They have a website, they have an email, they have a number that is, anytime you call, they will pick those numbers. I've tested on several occasions. The Nigerian police as well, kudos to them. These two law enforcement agencies, if you have any cybercrime related issue, they have a dedicated phone numbers, and they have a dedicated email address, so you can reach out to them and report any issues, and they will report and they will swiftly respond to you. However, do not report something that you're not sure of, because it's another crime. Thank you. Another
crime. That's such a wonderful place to end it for us. Dr. Elisha Bello, it was so insightful having you here, and we'll be waiting for that paperwork.
Sure, I'm going to work on it.
We'll see actual actionable recommendations on how to combat these issues and how to rehabilitate the minds of these people. They are so talented, they are so skilled, so that we can shift it into more productive things in Nigeria. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Yes, thank you all so much for sticking with me till the end of Viewer Exclusive. As always, my name is Chinoso Chekras. It's been a pleasure bringing this episode to you. Until I come your way again, have a good day.